Hi guys, welcome to channel 143. I'm Antonia. I'm going to be doing mid-month mini love readings for the air signs in this video for the second half of November, from November 15th through the 30th. I'm going to start with Gemini, then Libra, then Aquarius. I will have timestamps below so that you guys can jump right to your sign. I recommend watching your sun sign and your moon sign to get the most out of these videos, okay? Thank you all so much for your support. This is a brand new channel and it is growing, and I'm so grateful for all of your support. I'm sending all of you so much love and so much light for my returning subscribers. And for those of you that are new, welcome. I'm so excited to connect with you. So let's jump into this, Gemini, okay? Let's see what's going on for Gemini in love for the second half of November. Gemini in love, November 15th to the 30th. Gemini in love. Gemini, passion. Right at the top of the reading. Wow. Okay, gems. Before I jump into these cards, I was already channeling something. This was for the air signs, but specific for Gemini, and this is why I'm starting with Gemini at the top of this air sign reading. First of all, I'm a Gemini sun, okay? So there's no judgment here, and I don't think Geminis would feel judged by this anyway. I was in the middle of an intense cardio at the gym earlier in the day, and I was thinking about doing these readings tonight, and I start channeling this really feisty Gemini energy, and it's a very specific message, and it's already come up in the cards, which is why I want to speak to you guys about this. Okay, Gemini, this is the twin that shows up when someone's trying to like pull one over on you, and you're just looking at them like, I mean, this might be entertaining, but I mean, just so you know out the gate, you're not going to get one up on me. Right? It's that twin that knows her boundaries, whose intuition is so on point, and she is just like ferocious in how she's going to handle that reaction. Now, Gem, something's coming up for you guys. There is deception here, and this is a love reading. So if something's feeling off right now, it's because something is off right now. But this energy that I'm getting, it's not this victim energy. It's almost amusement. But there's this softer energy that also showed up once I sort of worked through, because it was very intense for me. And obviously this applies to me in my own life, Gemini sun. So what I was getting was this message. Gemini, yes, someone has showed up and they are not being completely authentic with you. There's a piece of the puzzle you don't know. There's something you've been asking for that you would like resolution with that somebody has not fulfilled for you. And so you're feeling like, now or never, because I could easily just step out of this and I'm good. I'm good either. And I'll do it. I'll do it peacefully. I could do it with love, but I could walk away from this, okay? But there's definitely a sense of peace. I'm definitely not getting any victim energy. It's just sort of that Gemini showing up, that boss Gemini that's just like, you know? Show up and be real. Man up. Woman up. What do I need to know? What are you not telling me? Now's the time. Because if you don't tell me, I promise you, my intuition is so on point, I'm going to find out all the details anyway. What I'm getting for a lot of Gemini, though, it's not something so serious like an affair or something crazy like that, okay? I'm not so much getting the energy that somebody is deceiving you in the sense that they're stepping outside of a relationship, especially for those of you that are coupled. What I am getting is this. For those of you coupled, you know something's gone on. You know you haven't gotten the whole picture when it's come to something, and you may have chosen to let it go. And the person that you're with is like, ooh, they fell for it. Oh, all right, she or he, like, I skated by without having to tell Gemini my real feelings, or, I didn't have to connect all the dots. And the message was, especially if you're a cross watcher, is this, okay? This came through so strong. This was the final resolution of all of this energy, is this. Gemini already knows everything. If Gemini has let something go, it's because they assessed everything that showed up, even the pieces of things that you don't think Gemini knows. We know. We know everything. Our intuition is completely on point. So what we couldn't find out in the physical, spirit told us, and we've got it now. There's no room for bullshit. Okay, you're not gonna it's just not going to be successful if that's how you come at a Gemini. But if they're letting it go, it's because they've chosen to. And they've probably let it go, and they have chosen to out of love for you. Gemini. Some things are not going to be worth the fight. And that was the energy. You could be aggressive. It's that Gemini twin that shows up, and she just wants to show you that you don't mess with her. But are you grown? Do you love your partner? If they haven't done something that's just so crazily unforgivable, let it go. But if you are the partner of the Gemini who's letting it go, have some gratitude for that. Show some gratitude for that, because they're truly doing it. Not because you tricked them or you fooled them, or, they're in the dark. It's because they assessed everything. They know everything, and they decided that their love for you was so big that they still want to move forward, okay? No one's a fool. Gemini, you're not a fool. No one's fooling you. But keep in mind, messages often go both ways. These are general readings. So Gemini, if you're trying to get one over on somebody, even if it's really simple, it's just something that you don't feel like is a new partner's business to know about you yet, or odds are they already know. And again, the energy at the end of this, I know this comes across harsh, but the energy, the resolution was like self-love. It was peaceful. And I actually see two people still being able to move forward. But Gemini is not a fool. And for most of you, it's you. You're the one who is not the fool. There is somebody who's been trying to hide something. And maybe it's just been to protect you. It may not even be a malicious deception. But there is this energy of not fully being told what's up. Someone has not given you full clarity when it comes to a particular situation. Your gut knows that. Your spirit guides have been talking to you. Universe has been showing you. Maybe some things have come across in the physical world that have shown you some other pieces, but it's more so spiritually. But you're gonna be okay. If someone really did step out, I'm not getting that there's cheating. I'm not even getting that energy. This is probably something that happened before you got into a relationship for most Geminis. Take some time before you go all in on that feisty Gemini energy that don't mess with me. I will show you. Instead of being that feisty, be feisty, have your boundaries, call people out, but try to do it with love. Still keep it peaceful. Be that grown, evolved Gemini who has that no bullshit clause, but can also deliver messages to the ones that we love with love and peace, okay? Because some of these relationships are meant to stay, and this is what I'm getting to. There's so much passion, and there are so many romantic feelings, okay? I'm definitely getting, for a lot of Geminis, especially if you're single, somebody new has probably come into your life. This does not apply to the old partners that showed up during Venus retrograde. We're still in it. By the time I release this video, we will still be in Venus retrograde, but we'll just be coming out of it, okay? 15th, 16th. But Gemini, keep in mind, Mercury is going to go retrograde within 24 hours of Venus finally going direct. But I don't get that Mercury retrograde is going to be too crazy. I think that Venus was so tough that some of the delays of a Mercury retrograde and some issues with communications or technical things, it's going to be a walk in the park. Keep in mind that we will still have a shadow period with Venus retrograde. After the Venus retrograde, Venus will go direct, but there will still be a shadow period. So you're going to find some people are just, they're going to drift away. The old ones that came back were never meant to come back. But hopefully you resolve some old karmas. You learn some new lessons that you can move forward with in your life and have more successful relationships, okay? But the new ones who have showed up or who are about to show up the second half of November, this is some really good energy. And there's a lot of passion. I'm getting more positive energy than not. But this energy, I knew this card was going to come up because I was just channeling this so hardcore. Hours before I intended to sit down and do videos, okay? So this is a big message for Geminis. And man, and I mean, this applies to me. So again, there's no judgment. And if someone said this to me, I would be like, yeah, I know. You are tough. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of that energy. Yeah, Gemini, you guys, if you're single, you have somebody coming in very soon that is very passionate, somebody you will feel very passionate about. This is really beautiful energy. This deception for those of you dealing with new partners. It's not an outright lie. People are withholding information for self-preservation, the intention of self-preservation. They just maybe don't trust enough to put everything out on the table. They're afraid you'll judge things. They are consciously keeping, you know, some secrets and some experiences and things to themselves. But I think when, you know, things come to light, I don't think you're going to care anyway. I really am not getting this energy that is anything really that bad. But there does need to be some resolution, especially if you're in a healthy coupled relationship. Somebody's not telling you something that's going on or what's going on, but the energy of it still keeps coming up. You have to get through it. You know, again, we are still dealing with Venus retrograde, so that is perhaps a karmic energy, a karmic lesson showing up at the tail end of Venus before Venus finally goes direct. But back to this beautiful love energy for Geminis. If you're in a coupled relationship, you know you're with a healthy partner and you love them. Everybody deals with difficult moments in relationships. They're a beautiful soulmate. They're a high-level soulmate. A high-level soulmate, okay? Put this to bed. Get past this quickly and just like move on. Never bring it up again. If you're dealing with the Gemini, help put these issues to rest. Because your relationship is so beautiful. There's so much passion, romantic feelings, gorgeous date nights. Some of the best times you'll ever spend together are on the horizon now here, the second half of November. We're going into many of the holidays now. There's such gorgeous energy around you, Gemini. I mean, Geminis are really on fire. We just have such great energy that has showed up in our lives. But part of it is because we have consciously manifested that energy, that good energy. And that applies to our love life, finally. You know, we have beautiful energy and beautiful people who are meant to stay that are showing up. If you are not in a committed relationship yet, somebody worthwhile who is a high-level soulmate is about to enter your life. This is happening for you. The energy of it will be here for you the second half of November. But if you feel like something's off, it probably is. If you feel like you're only getting half of a story, you probably are. And you want answers, and it's okay to get them. Show people that. Look, you want to be in a relationship with me? Here are my boundaries. You'll be honest or you gotta go. Sorry, but I've evolved. I mean, I have this incredibly intact intuition. I have this incredibly intact self-love now. So if you are not in alignment with that, you've got to go. I'll let you go with love. I'll be peaceful about it. What did I say? This person is your soulmate. They are your true love. They're meant to be in your life. The deception card is being clarified by true love. Has someone been deceitful? Yes. And may have been to protect you. Their intentions were not malicious. It may even be so small and so irrelevant. You just want the missing pieces now just because it's something you've been feeling for a while. Get them, but let it go. You guys have an opportunity to forgive. We have an opportunity to forgive somebody. Because at some point in our own lives, maybe in the same relationship, maybe in past relationships, whether they were romantic or not, maybe we didn't show all of ourselves from day one. Maybe we held some experiences, some parts of our personality. We held that close to our chest because we were afraid of being judged. You know, especially as an adult, you get into new relationships and we all have a past. If you like who I am now, then you have to have some sort of respect for the past that contributed to this wonderful human being that I am now. It is what it is. If you can't do that, then we're not meant to be. But Gemini, what I'm seeing here is that this person is meant to be in your life. Look how beautiful. Yes, there is deception, but look at these beautiful cards. Look at these beautiful cards. For existing relationships and new ones coming in, this will not apply to the exes who showed up again during Venus retrograde. Those people are going to go. You need to prepare yourself for that. Those are not doors that were really worth opening again. I have said that in a lot of videos. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Somebody so much better is coming into your life if that's the case for you, Gemini. And for those of you in committed relationships and you know that they're healthy, I just got the vision of somebody getting engaged. Engagement, that could be a physical engagement, a marriage engagement, that could be somebody moving in together, accelerating your relationship a little further. But that's not going to happen. With this energy still lingering, figure it out. Figure it out, but let it go. And that was the message ultimately for Gemini. Look, you can be, they know though. If they love you, Gemini, they already know that they can't mess with you. You don't need to prove that to anybody. Don't get too feisty with it. Be assertive, but don't be overly aggressive because then you'll miss the point. This is an opportunity maybe to even resolve some of your old karma. Right? And some of those situations where we held back a little. We maybe painted a better picture than what really existed for a minute. And that might not apply to this particular relationship that you're in or the new one coming in. But maybe you've done that in the past. Can you understand where that comes from? Maybe you're so amazing to this new partner or to this current partner. They were just so intimidated by you. So they didn't want to give you any of those maybe negative little things that maybe you could have judged them for and walked away, and then they wouldn't have had the opportunity to be with you, to love you, for you to love them. There really is some sort of innocence underneath this deception, but it's time. I do believe if you're feeling that energy, it will be resolved by the end of the month. Some of you may step away from somebody. I'm getting that you may step out and go, look, fine, you don't want to give me the rest of that information? That's fine. Spirit will. I'm going to walk away from you for a minute. How does that feel? Just out of self-love, I'll do it peacefully. But I do see if you do that, the second half of November, you're probably going to circle back to this partner. So understand there may be a little separation, but it won't be long lasting. Because you got to come back. They're meant to be in your life. This person's meant to be in your life. They're beautiful. Give them a break. Okay? Give them a break. Even if you don't feel like doing that today. Don't be too reactive. Get to the bottom of what you need to get to the bottom of, but then try to move past this deception. And if you're the partner of the Gemini, help them. The Gemini will not let this go, though. This is not something that Gemini is going to act a fool about. They're not just going to pretend it away. So you cannot pretend this away with your Gemini. It's not going to work that way. But I want to just get one more frowning card for you, Gemini, okay? So I know this is already getting a little bit long. This energy was just too intense to not elaborate on. Sorry, Gemini, cut out on me for a minute. Yeah, okay, here. You deserve love, but you also deserve this love. They deserve you. I really am getting a beautiful energy here in love, but there's something that needs to be healed. Heal it, put in the work, move past it, and then be with your beautiful, true love, soulmate, with your romantic feelings and all that passion. The quicker you resolve this, the better month that you guys will have, okay? Now, if you're the Gemini who entertained the old relationship and they came back, the ex came back during Venus retrograde, you're going to see a deception. Something will come to light that will help you close that door once and for all. That person will not stay in your life. If they made promises to you, they will not keep them. No one has changed enough for this to work. I'm sorry. I know that's a tough message, but very soon, you've got this coming in. Do not hold on to those old relationships, okay? You deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this love, Gemini. But this really is a beautiful energy. I'm sorry to have just like gone all out on this, but I was just, that's going to apply to more Geminis than not. That energy was just crazy strong. I literally, at the gym, had to step into another room to ground myself because that energy was so intense and it just hit me. Okay, and I've been channeling it ever since. So here's this beautiful message. You can handle it. You can handle whatever's coming up. They know they can't mess with you. They know how brilliant you are. They know. They love you. They respect you. If you're in a good relationship, this will get resolved. And for the small few that this won't resolve in the month of November, you have other options. You will have that new love, that soulmate love, that person you're passionate about, where the deception is not at the core. You'll have other options, so you'll be good either way. Okay, Gemini, I know this is super long, but I had to get this message out to you clearly. I love you guys. So grateful for your support. Again, this is a new channel. I'm so appreciative of your likes and your subscribes. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I ask that you do so you'll be updated. I'll be doing these mid-month love readings. I will always be doing the beginning of the month, general and love readings, the full reading for the full month. And I'm also available for individual readings, love readings, general readings, a combination of the two, or deeper soul healing. Remember, I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I've been doing energy work for a very long time. So if you find that you are needing, especially with some of this love, this stuff coming up, you need a little help getting past it, reach out to me. I can help you with that. My website is up, urbansoulguru.com, and you can reach me at the email below in the description box. I love you guys. Thank you again for your support. I will see you back December 1st for your December reading, and it will be a little more in depth, okay? But I hope this was helpful. Keep your head up. There's actually way more positive energy going on in Gemini's love life, okay? So just move past this, this thing, this whatever it is that needs to be tied up, and it'll be smoother sailing. Keep in mind, this is still connected to Venus being in retrograde as of the time of this reading, okay? Love you guys. See you soon. Ciao. Hi, Libra. Let's jump in to your mid-month mini love reading for the second half of November. Libra in love. Libra in love. Heart-to-heart conversation. Okay. Seeing some new relationships showing up for you, especially once the Venus retrograde ends. Venus starts to go direct. Keep in mind, Mercury will be retrograde right on the heels of Venus going direct, and there will still be a shadow period for Venus, okay? Some of you are calling in new relationships the second half of November, sitting at the middle of your reading is separation. The very first thing I'm channeling with this is that some of you entertained exes coming back, old relationships. I'm actually getting that this applies to friendships too for you, Libra, but for most of you, this will apply to romantic relationships. You entertained. You really believed that somebody had changed enough, that they were worthy of coming back. The energy, the situations around this relationship, someone really sold you on that. And now as you get to the end of Venus retrograde, there's a spotlight on how exactly the same this person is. The issues that you've always had have resurfaced. You're just not in alignment. They're not in alignment with you, your core values. Stay positive, Libra. Stay positive, because I'm getting this energy of, yes, I'm getting this energy of you're having the conversation of separation. You are facilitating you're calling up partners and saying no more. But the positive in this is that I'm seeing you have conversations with new people. Are you out socializing? I believe that you will now, I'm definitely seeing Libra calling in better relationships, new relationships, fresh relationships, and heart-to-heart conversations that have depth. Depth. Okay, some of you are separating from partners that were not in alignment with your personal spiritual journey. Could be religious, but I'm getting more spiritual than religious. You were evolving, they were not. And that could have been the issue, the reason why you originally separated. And this person promised to be more evolved. Maybe they put on a good show. Maybe they really tried. Maybe they really even tried to be the partner that you need them to be. And they just couldn't do it. But there's a disconnect spiritually. Again, I'm getting more spiritual than religious. But it could be either or. But I'm just seeing you ascend. I'm seeing you, your heart, your soul, your thoughts, your actions, everything, the way you love, the kind of love that you allow into your life, they're just not in alignment with it. The boundaries, the core values, something was off, and so you're moving on. But for a lot of you, it's because of the relationships that came back during Venus retrograde. Those relationships are not meant to stay. Unfortunately, I know that's a hard message. You're being asked, for those of you who were already in a committed relationship, it was healthy, but there have been some problems. You've gone through a little bit of a tough period. This Venus retrograde was challenging. You're being asked to give your relationship a chance. Do not make any abrupt decisions. Do not just one day just spontaneously break up or move out or cut somebody out of your life. For those of you who went into Venus retrograde already in a committed partnership, you are being asked to work through the issues that came up. There are issues that came up. There is karma that needed to be dealt with. There was some healing, Libra, that you guys needed. And the heart-to-heart conversations that you're having are working through these difficulties, but that will be worthwhile. Don't give up on a relationship too quickly that you know is of your highest good. Those of you, especially, I'm getting if you're married, wow, do not abruptly separate. I'm not saying you can't have some distance. You can go on a vacation. They can go on a vacation. You have a small chunk of time, like a weekend, a week, some time apart, and then come back once you've regrouped, you've refueled. That could be very positive. But ultimately, entertain the heart-to-heart conversations with depth, with honesty. Be transparent. If somebody's hurt you, let them know. If you are still madly in love with your partner, let them know. But I see some really legitimate healing happening for those of you who went into the retrograde in a coupled relationship. Some of you still may choose to separate, but if you do that, wait until after November 16th. Do that either the end of November, December, because if you make a decision right now, it's something that I see regretting. You won't be ready. It won't be the right thing for you. It won't be of the highest good. Okay, so don't jump the gun. Okay. I want to pull one more card, but I do have a kind of a tough, all right. This is a tough message, but you guys know that I'm just going to keep it real with you at all times. You may already know this. This may be information you already have. If you're feeling this at the core, on some level you already know this. For some of you, you're going to separate. Passion is clarifying the separation. I am channeling very intensely that somebody's been unfaithful. Libra, now if this is you, I'm getting for some of you that you were the one that stepped out of the relationship. I'm never going to judge, right? I have no judgment here. You may initiate the separation because you've met somebody you're more compatible with. If that's how you've gone about this, try to exercise so much love and compassion because somebody's about to be really hurt. I think many of you already had this gut feeling. Now, if you don't have a gut feeling and everything seems great, this message doesn't apply. These are general readings, okay? But if you're feeling like something's off, somebody's being a little shady on their phone, they're ducking out at weird hours, whatever it is, they're working late constantly, but you feel like something's off. I'm getting that somebody hasn't been faithful. Okay. For those of you who are married, and this shows up, for many of you, you're going to decide, and you're just going to know, this showed up, this is something that you did, I love you, but I just know me, this isn't something I'm ever going to be able to let go of, so we now need to go our separate ways. But for some of you, you are being asked to try to work through it. I'm getting that there's still love here. It may have been a one-time deal that somebody feels incredibly guilty about, but for the majority of you, if that comes up, you're going to choose to walk away. Or if you were the one who stepped out, your partner, especially these next 2 weeks, they may find out. Their gut may be telling them that something's off, and so they choose to separate. But what I'm getting here, okay, I know this is really tough. These are tough messages coming through. Part of this is actually a blessing in disguise, because somebody was being controlling. Somebody wasn't in alignment with your spiritual growth, and they knew that. And on some level, they're indulging in some self-sabotage right now because they know they're not good enough for you, because they know that if they don't initiate a separation with you, you're going to do it soon anyway. Take good care of yourself. Again, try to find out as much information as you can. Don't jump the gun, because for some of you, you don't want to accuse somebody of something they haven't done either. That's why I'm saying this really only applies if you've already been feeling this energy in your gut. Something you just know something's off. There's a very good likelihood that that's coming up. But I do want to go back because I'm getting more clarity. These relationships, you are absolutely being told to work on it, especially the marriages, the people who've been together for quite some time. You're having these heart-to-heart conversations to work through, you know, just a little distance or issues that came up but are resolvable, okay? I'm seeing that it will require you to let go of control issues. Let go of what the outcome needs to look like. You cannot nitpick at your partner. If anything, I'm seeing them maybe doing that to you, Libra. Are they being a little too controlling? Because Libras are pretty easygoing. So not getting the controlling energy coming from you, but it's coming from somebody around you. And I am getting that this could be your partner. However, you work through this, you're going to get your passion back. So there is healing here in relationships that are going through a tough time. But it's going to require you to really commit to giving your relationship a chance, really commit and have the courage to go deep in those conversations, talk about it, reach out for healing in whatever way you feel comfortable, whether that be therapy, whether that be energy healing. Maybe it's just healing amongst yourselves, traveling together, reigniting this passion. But I want to pull a crowning card for you guys for Libra the second half of November. Yeah, Libra, so many of you are letting go of toxic relationships, people who haven't been faithful, or just people who aren't in alignment with where you're at anymore in your spiritual journey. And you're calling in higher level soulmates. You're calling in people who are truly meant to be in your life. So this is a beautiful energy. I think for most of you, the separation has to do with anybody who you called back in during Venus retrograde. They're not meant to stay. They won't stay. It won't work out. You can drag it on, but I don't recommend that because eventually they're going to go anyway. And there's somebody better who the universe is trying to align you with, attract to you, that needs to come into your life that will be so in alignment with your passion, that will be in full alignment with your spiritual journey. You'll be able to inspire them, help them evolve, and vice versa. It will be much more fulfilling. And for those of you in the relationships that just require a little work, you know deep down that this person is your soulmate. This is an affirmation that yes, you guys are good. You're going through a tough time. It will resolve. And you get your passion back, okay? Libra, this is a tough one, I know. I'm available for individual readings, especially if you'd like a little more clarity on this. Because again, this is a general reading. If you know you're in a healthy relationship, don't let your mind get all crazy with these messages. Okay? Don't convince yourself somebody's being deceitful if they're not. Okay? But if you do need some clarity on this, please reach out to me. I'm available for individual love readings, general readings, a combination of the two. I'm also available to do much deeper soul healing. I am a shaman. I am a Reiki master of a very long time now. And I am available for this deeper healing to get you through whatever you're going through right now, especially these separations, because I am getting that for those of you who have dealt with someone who's a little unfaithful. Your heart's hurting right now. And the quicker you work through that, the easier it's going to be for you to call in these soulmates. But there's definitely this sense of healing coming up. But I'm so grateful to you guys for your support. Again, this is a new channel. I'm so grateful for those of you who have subscribed, that have come back to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you that are new, please consider subscribing. I truly am grateful, and I'm so incredibly grateful to connect to all of you. Keep your head up these next 2 weeks. It's going to get easier. Venus goes direct. Things are going to get easier for you. I am definitely getting the energy that December is going to feel a whole lot better. This is 2 weeks, okay? This isn't 2 years. This is 2 weeks. So do your best to get through it. I will see you guys back for December 1st. Libra, you got this. You got this. You're strong. You're beautiful. And you've got somebody beautiful. If you're going through separation, you're going to be rewarded with a much better relationship. You'll see. Okay, love you guys. I'll see you December 1st. Ciao. Hi, Aquarius. Let's jump into your mid-month mini love reading for the second half of November 2018. Aquarius. Aquarius in love. Whew. Aquarius in love. December 15th through the 30th. Aquarius, if I remember correctly, I was getting an energy that Aquarius may be going through some healing, maybe post-breakup, needing to resolve some older karmic energies, and you've been spending time healing your heart, your soul. You've taken the time to do that, and I'm getting this really powerful affirmation that that's been incredibly worthwhile and that you guys really have done some amazing work. Just these last 2 weeks, you've already put in a lot of great work. For those of you who still need a little bit more healing, this is also an affirmation to stay committed to that journey of self-healing. But I'm getting the finances and careers sitting at the core. I think, Aquarius, you have had such great energy coming in through work, money, finances, that you've had some distractions, okay? You've had some distractions. I'm also getting that some of you may have traveled and you met somebody. Something beautiful is coming through for you. This could be the one. You traveled and you met somebody new and they're meant to be in your life, or you're about to these next 2 weeks. Coming out of Venus retrograde, right on the heels of it, of Venus going direct, Mercury will be going retrograde. Okay? Venus, there will still be a shadow period there. Okay? So take it slow. Anybody new who comes in, don't entertain anybody old. Okay? We're still in Venus retrograde as of right now doing this reading. So those old people, they got to go for this beautiful love and this new energy to come in. But I'm getting that your career is on point, even though this is a love reading. Your career is on point. Maybe you've made enough money to travel, and that's where you meet this person. But there's a connection between this self-healing, this retreat, this time away, this journey inward, whether you stayed home and dealt with it, spiritually, emotionally, maybe you traveled, just to kind of get away from some of the craziness and to heal. However you've done it, manifesting something really wonderful for you, Aquarius. But the core of this is work and it's career. The only little bit of caution that's coming through that I'm channeling for you guys is to not allow work to be a distraction to the point where you do not have time to heal. Because if you don't do the healing, and you don't resolve some of the old karmas, this person cannot come through, okay? For those of you in healthy couples relationships, you're working a lot and you guys need some time away. That's coming through very clear. I'm going to show you this. You saw me shuffle. I said there's a connection between healing and traveling. You're going to meet somebody new. It's clarified by new love. Aquarius, go spend a weekend away somewhere with the intention to heal. There's just a connection between you working on yourself, healing, travel, bringing in new love. And this new love is like this big. This could really be big for you. This energy is there the second half of November. Don't get caught up in anything old. Don't get caught up, and some of you may have entertained old relationships coming back in. They're going to make their way, they're going to walk right out the door as Venus retrograde is coming to an end. It goes direct. Don't get distracted by that. Also, don't be too distracted with career that it prevents you or from this beautiful love coming in. This is really great energy. But what I'm getting from most of you is that you actually have really been committed, very consciously committed to self-healing. You've been going out and having fun. You're the life of the party again. This is where that new love and that high-level soulmate love comes in, okay? But keep working. I mean, seeing that light work is just really, really great for you guys, even though this is a love-specific reading. That energy is just, that's big, and it's sitting at the center of all of this, okay? You may actually meet somebody while you're traveling for work. Oh, yeah. There's a connection between traveling. You might even meet somebody on a plane. Wow, that's big. Traveling, self-healing, and work is bringing in really great love. For those of you, yeah, this message is coming through again. For those of you who are in healthy couples relationships, finances and career is being clarified by make the effort. You're working really hard, and it's a beautiful thing, and your family or your partner, they respect you, they appreciate it, they, you know, super supportive, but you need some time away. The energy is still good. The energy is still good. There's no issues, but you need time away because this person is starting to feel a little disconnected. Or you're starting to feel a little disconnected, and you want to continue to nurture this relationship because this person is meant to last, okay? So make sure this love in your life, make them a priority. Have a bit of a better balance. Make the effort, make the time. If you can't physically be with somebody because you're traveling, FaceTime, Skype, they need more than text messages, I'm hearing. They may need to hear more than just your voice. There needs to be more of a connection. If say you're in a coupled relationship and maybe you haven't been feeling so well, so you decided to go to some sort of healing retreat or just a place that kind of helps you rejuvenate your soul. And it's not about leaving your partner. It's just about, consciously healing your physical health, your mental, emotional health, reconnecting spiritually. Make sure you are still in communication with your partner. Don't abandon them. I'm really getting that very strongly. Don't just go away. It's okay to be a little selfish at this time. If you need to heal, that's great, but your partner shouldn't have to pay for that. Does that make sense? So make sure no one's feeling abandoned. Don't let work be too distracting where, your current amazing partners, you're feeling like lonely and disconnected to you. And don't allow work to distract you and prevent beautiful new love coming in. If you have the opportunity to travel, you need to go. This could be the one is clarified by keep an open mind. You will be attracting people to you that are not your type. Keep an open mind. I'm also getting that you will be attracting people to you in situations where you really don't have any intention to meet people, like a work function. You don't go to a work function thinking, oh, maybe I'll meet the love of my life here. The Spirit's saying, yeah, you might. Oh, I travel like makeupless with glasses and my pajamas. So that's cool. If you can attract somebody, in that state, they're going to see your beauty regardless. They're going to be attracted to you for all the right reasons. They won't be distracted by anything overly superficial, right? Just keep an open mind. Whatever it is, that's like that place you go to. You go, well, I go to be alone. I don't go to talk to anybody there. For what it's worth, be open to conversations in places you wouldn't normally have conversations, and also be open to meeting people in places where you normally wouldn't think to attract love. That's actually where you'll have the most success. Travel. Couples, try to travel together. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive. If you can't get on a plane and go somewhere. Maybe go somewhere within driving distance or a quick train ride or something. And if you can't do any of that, maybe get an inexpensive Airbnb in your city, or hotel room in your city. Go online, find a great deal, and just go spend a couple of days together. Go to the pool, go to the spa, go out to dinner. Like, even if it's like a staycation in your city, really use it as an opportunity to reconnect. But overall, I mean, I'm getting hugely positive energy for you, Aquarius. I think that so many of you had such a difficult year that hearing that, I don't know if you fully believe me. I think you know that your career, you're doing quite well. You've had some really big breakthroughs. I just want to get a crowning card for you here. Oh, yeah. You got it back. You're feeling better. If, going into mid-month, you haven't been socializing, you've been a little disconnected because, you've been really committed to this healing. It's time to get social again. It's time to play. Have people around you that want to play. Have that beautiful, youthful energy. Nothing's too serious. If you're reconnecting with your partner, do things that are really fun for you guys. Not just the typical, we sat on the couch and watched a movie. Go do something that you both really enjoy doing. I just got keep it weird. What does that mean? Keep it weird. I don't know. Maybe you guys have some like obsession with collecting something weird, and I don't know, go try to find more of whatever it is that you both like together. But I'm definitely getting an activity, and I'm honestly, I'm just getting to play. Whatever is fun for you, do that with those that you love. If you're still in a place of healing and you just aren't ready to meet a new love, although I am getting to keep an open mind because this is coming through super strong if you're single. Have fun with your friends. Have fun with your family. Nurture your inner child. Okay? Nurture your inner child. And just have fun for the rest of the month. Please be social again. That's going to be so good for you. I know you guys have had a rough time, but it's really, really looking like you're past or about to be past the worst of it. Aquarius, I'm so incredibly grateful for your support. This is a new channel. I'm so grateful for your likes, for your subscribes. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. At the top of the month, I'll be doing a much bigger and much more in-depth reading every single month for you, Aquarius, your general and your love. As of right now, I'm going to be doing these mini love readings mid-month as well. I may add on to this, but it's a new channel, so I'm trying to figure out how to make this all work. But again, I'm so incredibly grateful for your support. Thank you for tuning in. I absolutely love connecting with you guys. If you are interested in a personal reading, a personal general reading, a personal love reading, a combination of the two, you can reach out to me. My website is finally up and running. It is urbansoulguru.com. I have information as to how to connect with me in the description box below. But I am sending you guys so much love and so much light. You've got good energy coming in. Stay positive and keep an open mind because you've also got this coming in too. And for those of you in couple relationships, make sure you guys are having fun together. Don't be so obsessed with work that you forget to live life with the ones that you love, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you back December 1st. Enjoy the rest of your month. Ciao.